Hey, what's happening, peeps and folks? Yeah, I'm in bed at the moment. Well, in my what you call sofa bed. You know, one of the kind of beds where oh, it's like the lady from down here sabotaging clothing line. It's been like this before. Sorry about momentary interruption. But anyway, as I was trying to say, yeah, this is one of those kind of sofa beds, whereas you can pull the inside out of it, whereas you would expose the bed. And you lay down and come the next morning, just push the inside back into the couch here, sofa couch, sofa bed, or whatever I say. Yeah. And in the next few hours, I'm going to call it a night. Hopefully, regardless of any neighbors from damn hell that took me to throw a monkey wrench in that program, for me to try to do so. Sorry about very loud now. The radio for this particular news station. Sometimes it's keep you on point. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's another news channel station being one of my more listening to more frequented ones compared to one of my less frequented ones I pay attention to. I don't listen to any and every preacher, man, for obvious reasons or purposes for my personality says so. I think I'm just going to start this classical. Although I listen to quite a variety of different radio channel stations. Again, I also listen to quite a variety of TV channel stations. Speaking of those matters, sounds kind of classical music. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. I can get more than enough religious hype upon any given sabbatical Sunday or a weekend within any calendar month for any given year. But where was that now? Yeah, I was speaking upon national number one or something else that I had. And I spoke upon how my bedtime is supposed to be 11 p.m. for where I'm at. For the Midwest of the USA. And I usually, try to call it a night by then. Bedtime I set for myself, regardless of any proverbial neighbors from damn hell. Especially where I'm at now, for one of the worst neighborhood communities. I really thought my science was about me. Anyway, though, how you all doing? It's been good in the hood. It's a wonder that not a single one of the likes of these internet troll characters have popped up all of a sudden. Well, this present given moment time that I'm broadcasting. And then hopefully I'm not speaking too soon, Yeah. And it's 9 o'clock where I'm at. And kind of got off to a late start to broadcast, Sometimes it bees like that, as they say, Then be sure to check out the basic intro as an introduction, as well as the footnotes to the side, so that you all can get at least a general idea uh, what I myself am trying to say. So, hold on. I want to show y'all a couple few of my TikTok social media channels. Well, I literally actually have just a couple or two, not a couple, two or three of them. You know. I reckon I hit this other trying device out, then a backup phone because I have TikTok accounts on both of two cellular electronic devices or cell phones. Okay. And I also have a tablet, you know, and not to mention, I'll be evidently a laptop computer, sometime. Otherwise, how could I possibly be broadcasting now? You know what I'm saying? Then I have yet to have that other strike against my YouTube social media channel to be removed. You know, like I said, these comments have been fine. If it has not been already removed, you know what I mean? Hold up. Trying not to expose and this location where I live. Which I'm gonna have to mail exposed, you know, and because I have more than enough of my share of stalkers. Yes, that's including internet trolls in cyberspace. Okay. And where was I? Oh yes, I was going to show you all that being my TikTok accounts. Hold the thought. Or something such. I can show you the front of my cell phones or tablet. And then because I have yet to, get a new face for it, if you know what I mean, read between lines and blanks. Especially after me and this brother of mine were no longer on speaking terms once again. Then my only flesh and blood brother. But then still I was saying I don't want somebody else to get his cell phone number and then attempt to get information on me for obvious reasons or purposes for my person having said so, you know how that is. Like I say, I have more than enough of my own share of stalkers, Okay. Profile pic. Okay. Wallpaper to the cell phone. Alrighty. Set wallpaper. Because I'm going to get to the original topic of discussion in due time. As it is making reference to that the likes of these lousy, dirty cops who keep doing the same bogus crap once again. you know, so far as violating that being the civil and human rights of non-white males being whom are associated with and representing many different ethnic minorities. Not that all police officers are of the likes of dirty cops. Let me see. Oh my God. Still looking for it. I gotta, as I was saying, I don't want anybody getting any info on me to, you know, drug them on me. My only living flesh and blood brother from my immediate personal family household, although I'm still supposed to have half of their brothers and sisters. Trying to do this here. I'm saying is I'm supposed to be discussing matters with you all. And that's not let me see. That would have to do. This is the backup phone. I have to do it on the other phone as well, than the primary phone. Let's see. Trying to find where I go to in order to. Look. Not that digital, you know. Let's get to it later. Show y'all that. I know. I'm just at the same time trying to remember not to show you better, etc. System Yes, no. Oh, sorry about that. Sinus is on me. Oh, there's display wallpaper. Oh yeah. Privacy, man. Only gone 15 minutes into the broadcast without letting you all know what the. I'll get back to this another time. No, this is not. Check that out. That. To change what's to display on. I was thinking, to change what's to display, display on the screen for cell phone. Yes. Security. Okay, I'll get back with this some more time. Anyway, let me get into this here. I already spent 2/3 of the time trying to, you know, change the screen to that being my cell phone. But anyway, as you all know from the most recent news headline story, that some of such police officers in question, whereas they were the likes of the other kind sort of type for their own particular vocation, profession, or whatever I've said, and whereas they had done the total opposite to their business company model as public service professionals, professional so to speak, where they had committed a hate crime against a fellow American citizen. They had violated his civil and human rights. The police officer in question, I know some of you could possibly think, oh yeah, I think I know where you're going with this here. You mean like some racist redneck dirty cops? No, these particular dirty cops were of the likes of black males, and there was supposed to be like a couple of white cops with them, but they were mainly mostly black males, and they had beat the crap out of this non-white male of another black male for the same race of people. Aren't you black? I'm black in the mixed through too. I can say it both ways. They beat the crap out of this non-white male of a race of people or for our race of people. They beated him black and blue. They beated him into a coma. Whereas the may as well have beaten him to death because he passed away as in died from his injuries, like something like days later, within a week's time, as he was sent to a hospital, medical facility, regardless of whether it would be public or private, and he didn't come out of his coma. His injuries were just that bad. And now these police officers have been charged with murder. They should have been charged with first-degree murder and second-degree manslaughter. Because there was 5 of them. They double-teamed him. They bomb rushed him. And one of them supposedly, Lily actually had taken, pics and vids, as in photos or pictures and video of him and his fellow officers beating the crap out of this guy or fella, beating him into a coma and beating him to death. Well, he passed away, as I was saying, at a local Centenary neighborhood community hospital, like days later, as he had, from there, submitted to his injuries, or was he had gone into submission. He never come out of his coma, as they beat him into the coma. And I think that each and every one of those police officers, they should be tried, convicted, and depending on whichever state that this had happened, I think, what was it? Oh, hold up. No, that was not in Minnesota. That was not in Minnesota. It's not in New Jersey either. Oh, what's the name of that state? No, it was Minneapolis, Minnesota, I think, if I recall correctly. I don't know. No, that was in somewhere in Vegas. I don't know. Yeah. Las Vegas, Nevada, was it? Something like that. I can't remember. Sorry, you all. I apologize. Yeah. Anyway, though, they beat the crap out of him, and depending on what state that the crime happened in, of that criminal incident, or socially unacceptable and criminal incident of excessive force or police brutality. In some states, depending on whether or not they still have it on the law books, you would be given capital punishment, as in be sent to death row, and then there either be given the electric chair or the gas chamber. And the punishment fits the crime, whereas each and every one of those police officers should be tried and convicted like so. But then, I know some would say, compared to how others pretend to differ, that what I'm saying? No. It would come to mind like, well, what if they were white police officers? Should the same be administered of social justice to the surviving family members of any victims of excessive force or police brutality? Yes, it should be, But then we know that this country or nation of ours that was built on the backs of black slaves have a double standard when it comes to the Caucasian or white race of people. So if they were white police officers, it would be less likely that our own American judicial system will come down hard on them compared to how these particular dirty cops were black, And the blue wall is not going to protect them, or the blue posse, The blue posse just threw them up under the bus, so they can be eaten by the sharks of our own American judicial system. Now, regardless of whatever reason or purpose that they had done that violated that black white male civil and human rights bid were to have been gone about to impress their superiors. That's a prior important. I would kind of listen. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying, regardless of whether they did that to impress their white superiors, police sergeants, police captains, police lieutenants, or be they had done it or did it for some sort of other. As a matter of fact, let me think now, if I recall correctly, one of the black males, he supposed to have, you know, assisted his fellow police officer, dirty cops, to beat the crap out of that black male victim, was because the black male victim was going with the former ex-girlfriend of one of the black male police officers, And then he was supposed to have sent pics and video, photos, pictures, and video of himself and his fellow police officer, dirty cops, beating the crap out of that guy or fella being the black male victim. And I will keep you all updated on this here latest news headline story of just another socially unacceptable or criminal incident of dirty cops beating the crap or killing just another black male individual, where his goose was cooked, no offense meant, to be directed at the deceased for the last mention, of a line of thought. I'm going to have me a little snack and maybe cook me a little something. I just laid out, yes, regardless of whether or not I had eaten much of any nutritious substance or food item products today, but then I did kind of went skimpy or something, such as not skip altogether. All depends on how I was feeling at that present moment time. Maybe I would be feeling up under the weather or just didn't have much of an appetite. Anyway, though, so that's the 411 for this here being the second installment to the original. I say to the original social media broadcast of video. Then the first one I had produced that is of the same content, And regardless of whether or not I am to do a third and fourth installment describing that of the same a hate crime, a criminal incident, as it was orchestrated, initiated, perpetrated by some such lousy, dirty cops who do the total opposite of their fellow police officers, otherwise law-abiding peace officers or police officials, whereas they had abused their police powers of authority, and they should be punished. On the last note of interest, I'd like to say is that, and as I will usually give the intro and then speak upon the subject matter or topic of discussion to be debated, the pros and cons, different views and opinions thereof, and receive your input in my comment section. But don't come in here as some internet troll, or I will silence your chat. And then if it persists to be annoying, I will have to seriously think about blocking it. And last but not least, after I give the basic intro, input notes, and speak upon the subject matter, a couple, 3 or 4 more, depending on how I feel that some given moment in time, I will give the closing by saying more or less, so I paraphrase, not for exactly. That is, if you haven't gotten Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, I will hope that you would think to do so now, while the blood is still running warm in your veins, by recognizing or realizing what he himself had done or did upon the cross of Calvary on the hill of Golgotha, suffered at the hands of some sort of Roman soldiers upon orders of their superiors, religious, political, militaristic, all right, but then nevertheless, he went to that cross of Calvary as he was crucified between two thieves, to fulfill biblical prophecy, become the perfect sacrifice, the only sacrifice for you, as well as for me. Don't steal my trademark, physical destiny, I have copyright sometimes, so that if any of us, at some given moment in time, was to profess some of us fake them, we would not be worried about going to hell, but we would have the assurance and insurance that we would be permitted to enter into the kingdom of heaven once we were to leave this world. and be assembled with like-minded believers and guys and Christians, aka Protestants, elsewhere as citizens of the kingdom of heaven, the presence of God and his angels, compared to the unsaved would be sent elsewhere to the lake of fire of damn hell for having rejected so great salvation that can be found in none other as our Lord and Savior Christ, the Messiah, delivers the only way into the kingdom of heaven beyond the pearly gates to become citizens thereof. Lord, take care. We out. Peace.